Hello everybody, we are flying again today. Today we're going to be flying from Queenstown in New Zealand to someplace else. I don't remember exactly where it was I chose, but someplace else. Rest assured, we're going someplace else. We'll get into painting mode as always, our fun painting time. Okay, we're good to go. I have a story to go along with my painting today. So we're in the cockpit now, and now we got to take off the parking brake, throttle up. And we'll coast down the runway at a nice, comfortable speed before we get some rotation here. Gonna pull back a tiny bit. And we are up off the ground. We are again in the Daher 930, or TBM 930. It's probably my favorite plane to fly in this game. It's just a nice, simple jet, or, you know, general aviation aircraft. And pretty soon here, we'll go ahead and get our autopilot on. And nav mode is on. So now it's just going to listen to the navigation. Flight director is also on. Now we're just flying ourselves. Let's set a speed that we want. Or altitude that we want. I'm gonna fly us at I'm gonna choose like 7,075, and so now we're basically in there. It's kind of just flying itself by now. We might need to climb a little bit more just because I can't tell. Are we going to run into that mountain? Probably. So yeah, we probably need to get some more altitude here. Let's go ahead and increase the altitude even more. Let's get it to 10. Probably be tall enough. And we'll increase that vertical speed just a little bit more. Up to 2. That should get us there a little bit faster. And pretty soon here we should get a turn. Yep, there it is, there it is. So now we're heading over towards that waypoint, which looks nice, a nice turn. Looks good. Let's get our map loaded up. Throw that up here, like that. So now you've got that in the top left corner, which is handy dandy. Zoom out a little bit here, just so you can see where we're trying to go here. We're trying to go, yeah, we're going all the way across the main lower island and then a little bit of the way into the upper island here. I think it's called Hastings. I think that's right. That's where we're flying into today. So it's at about a 2-hour flight. I haven't painted since the last time I was streaming with you guys, you know, streaming Flight Sim. So I just thought this would be a nice time to bring it back, do some more painting. So we do have our canvas here. It's just a piece of watercolor paper, as always. So what we're painting today, this is kind of a story that relates to my life, something that has happened recently that I found very interesting and cute and fun. You know, just all of those things. I don't know if I want to put up a reference photo just because I kind of want to try to see if I can do this from my own memory. We'll see how it goes. But the plan here is to paint a little. We've got to paint a little, you know those like electrical things that are on the ground that you see sometimes? We gotta paint one of those. They're like the little pylons, the little rectangular boxes that come out of the ground. We want to paint one of those. But this is a great story, something that happened to me this week. And as we continue with this painting, I'm excited to share the details of that story with you because it's just a very heartwarming story. A nice pandemic story, you know? This is a story about a true hero out there in the world. One that wasn't recognized nationally, wasn't even really recognized locally, just someone who I met recently and developed a very strong bond for, and just really immediately took a liking to and wanted to care for. An underappreciated hero. I don't like to use the word hero that often, but this is somebody who is a real, just a American hero. And I wanted to paint a little picture of them to remember them and honor them. I'll tell more details now as I'm starting the actual figure that sits on top here. I was driving and I noticed that, like, next to where my neighborhood meets the main road, where there's one of these little electric box TARDIS things, somebody left a little tiny stuffed dog on top of it. And I just thought he was really cute. And I took a picture of him and I was like, oh, he's super cute. And then the next day I came back, or I was like going out again and, you know, doing little errands and stuff. I came back. Oh, wow. I can't talk right now. I came back and he was still there. So I decided that he was clearly a very, very good neighborhood watch. So I made a little ribbon for him, and I brought him a little ribbon that said #1 guard on it. And he wore his ribbon with pride. Made him a mask today, and I was so excited to give him his mask. When I went out, he was gone. So my buddy Scout didn't get the mask I made him, but that's okay. He just had to go protect another neighborhood, obviously. I think that's where he went. So, you know, he's probably a very busy guy being the #1 guard. It's not an easy job. Someone has to do it. And you're going to break a lot of hearts in the process. So far, I really love this painting because there's just a lot of definition between his body and his like front legs and his head. There's a lot of definition. Or he was out patrolling. That's true. He could have been on patrol. That is very true. Maybe I can start painting some of the green grass around our boy in the background. This way, the grass will really contextualize it. So if you're looking at it, you have to know exactly what this is. You'll look at it and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's one of those electric things that stands out of the ground and I don't know what it is. But I know that because I see that there's grass next to it. You see, it's really important for an artist to establish their context clues. That's why I'm so successful as an artist, is because I know these things and I try to do that in all of my pieces. Perfect. Yeah, there's no way you wouldn't look at this and not, you know, and not understand that it's grass right away. It's just so perfect. Now we should probably add some sky. I think some sky would be pretty dope. So I'm gonna start with, ultramarine as my sky color here. I think it's really important to fill out the entire canvas. So we're gonna go ahead and try to do that now. Ultramarine. You are this color. To make great pizza, you need great water. The same can be said of art. You need a great amount of water to make sure that your art is up to the standards of the best artists in the world. I think that's some great sky. So that's our boy. And the little ribbon is the ribbon I made for him. You can see that so far, it's perfect. Especially the grass and the ground behind him. You can really tell that it's grass and not just dirt. So Yeah, he's a big time cutie. And we are doing him justice today in this painting. Maybe I should go leave this painting at the little electric box that he was at as like a little candlelight vigil for him. Gone but never forgotten, our Boy Scout. That'd be pretty fun. People would be so confused, especially people who maybe never even saw him. It's just so hard to say. It's so perfect already. We definitely need to add the ribbon, but I'm waiting for... I guess I could maybe do it and not get in the way of the eyeballs and the nose. We could try. Because I feel like everything is dry enough to explore that. So let's go for it. Grab some orange. I think that looks incredible. I'm so pleased with how that went. I'm so pleased with it. Add a fence in the back or a tree. A fence is a great idea. Sorry if that clap was loud, but that was a great idea. Thank you. I'm going to need to extend the grass up because if I want to put some trees in the background, they're going to have to come out of somewhere. The same goes for the fence too. Fences usually are placed in the ground somewhere. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to continue my grass line a little bit more. And the good news is there is actually kind of a fence near where he lives, or lived, so it's not even a complete lie. And there are also trees over there too, so I just feel really good about this. This is a great situation where I don't even have to lie, which is one of my favorite things, not lying. It kind of just looks like a very long tally mark where I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 marks, but it's okay. Maybe because it's just like a fence and open space and there's no sense that it continues beyond this plane. So maybe I should just like add a couple more lines so it looks like it actually continues and it's not just a fence that I could just walk around. So if I just like go like this, I think the final touch here is to just get some water on the brush. Okay, and just come under here. There we go. Okay, I think this is now a finished piece. Let's take a look. Yup. It's looking good. It's looking real good. I'm a fan of this one. This is a really good one. So those are the lines we're looking for. I'm going to disengage the autopilot here. Dupe. Turn all that off. Cool. We're going to hand fly into these brackets here. And this might be okay, actually. This might be okay. Visual on the runway. Okay, now we're good speed, good altitude. We have a great approach here. Great approach. Once we get past this last bracket, we'll cut throttle down to 20-ish%. And kind of just let it coast on down on its own, maybe. We are losing altitude speed at a pretty good rate. I don't mind landing at around 85 knots. That's pretty good speed to land at. This will be a good one. Probably still close the throttle a tiny bit more. Maybe down to like 35. Yeah, this is going to be clean stuff here. Beautiful. Nice landing. Flaps up. And Keep on taxiing. Is there a taxiway down here? Doesn't look like there will be. So let's actually just turn this puppy around. Very, very small runway. I did not expect this. We're out here in the bush, it kind of seems like. This is a legal maneuver here. Just turning around. Hopefully not hitting this little light pylon. Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good. And now turning towards our gate. This is your pilot speaking. Welcome to Hastings, New Zealand, over here on the east coast of New Zealand. Local time here is not 9:15 p.m. I do not know exactly what time it is, but you're going to have to deal with that. My clock says 9:15. And soon we will get to our guy with his little arms telling us what to do. He's currently telling us to keep pulling forward. And there we go. Parking brake on. Come in here. We will maybe turn things off here. Let's see. How do I do this? The plane is down. We've landed here in Hastings. It's a good time. Everybody's good. Everybody's happy.